Hello, I'm John Sanders, Director of the Benefit Coordinators. We serve you, employees of the federal government. TBC is an educator of your benefits and a tool to your financial goals. Today, we've got an important topic to discuss that affects many of our CSRS annuitants out there. It's the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. So grab a seat, maybe a cup of coffee or something a little bit harder, and let's dive into this thing. All right, let's start with the basics. In 1977, the Social Security Administration introduced the GPO rule. Why? Well, that's obvious. Congress wanted to So Congress was concerned about individuals who were receiving a pension from the government job and not covered by Social Security, like, CSRS, and they were also getting into Social Security at the time, and then the spousal and survivor benefits, and a whole lot of that was called double dipping. Okay, so you know it out there if you're a double dipper, and they wanted to put a stop to it, of course, because you couldn't tax it, and they wanted to tax it. Now, let's understand why Social Security spousal and survivor benefits exist. They were created for spouses and former spouses who do to little or no work with little or no work history, and they were financially dependent upon their working spouses for retirement benefits. So, the SSA enacted the dual entitlement law, allowing spouses to claim the higher of their own benefit or half of their spouse's benefit. But this is where a catch came in. If a spouse had a pension from a non-Social Security covered job, think of CSRS, they still could apply for a spousal Social Security benefit based on their working spouse's covered employment. It seemed a bit unfair. And that's where the GPO stepped in to level the playing field. Now, who does the GPO affect? If you worked for a federal job, state or local government without paying Social Security taxes, have a pension from that job, and are eligible for spousal or survival benefits from a spouse covered by Social Security, then the GPO is relevant to you. But hold on, it impacts CSRS annuitants and not those covered by CSRS offset or FERS. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The GPO reduces the often actually eliminates Social Security survivor or spousal benefits for those with non-covered government pensions. Here's how you calculate it. Take the gross pension amount and subtract 2/3 from the spousal or survivor's benefits. Let me illustrate that with an example here. Meet Myra, a CSRS retiree with a monthly annuity of $3,600. Her husband Joshua gets a $3,000 a month Social Security benefit. If Myra was not covered by CSRS, she would be entitled to a $1,500 spousal benefit. However, the GPO kicks in, reduces it by $2,400, that's 2/3 of her CSRS annuity, so Myra ends up with no Social Security spousal benefit. If Joshua passes away, Myra's survivor benefit is also affected, despite Joshua's $3,000 Social Security benefit. The GPO reduces Myra's survivor benefit to $600. What about inheriting a non-covered spousal pension? Well, good news, it won't affect the surviving spouse's own Social Security benefits. The GPO only applies to the spouse's benefit when they receive a pension based on their government employment not covered by Social Security. So what we're going to do is clarify something that is important. The GPO rule affects federal annuitants, not employees. It kicks in when they retire and become eligible for that government-sponsored non-covered pension. You can check out a chart to see which federal annuitants may be affected by both the GPO and the windfall elimination provision. CSRS annuitants, yes and yes. Okay, CSRS offset, no for GPO, but yes for the windfall elimination provision, though it's kind of doubtful. FERS annuitants and transfers, no for both GPO and WEB. Phew. You know, that was a lot of information, and throwing some stuff up on the screen may have been helpful, but man, I'll tell you what, that is a dirty nightmare going through all of that stuff. But understanding the GPO is crucial to our CSRS annuitants. Until next time, take care and plan wisely for your own personal retirement journey. I thank you for watching. TBC has created a handbook, and it's available to help you understand the complexities of your benefit. It is available on Amazon or by contacting us. We'll give it to you free. In this video, and if it has helped you, please press the like button. Subscribing will help us, and pressing the chime will notify you of our new posts. I thank you for your service.